One of the smallest victims of our summer wildfire season was a 30-pound black bear. She was starving and suffering from severe burns when a Methow Valley rancher spotted her. Nicknamed Cinder, the bear wound up at a wildlife rescue center in Lake Tahoe, California. We sent Come4's Molly Shen there to check on Cinder's progress.
Hi, kid.
When Cinder first arrived at Lake Tahoe Wildlife Care, the burns on her paws were so bad she'd been using her elbows to pull herself along. She's moving better now, but she still needs regular care.
Hey, come over here. Come on. Yeah, that's it.
Tom Milham and Dr. Kevin Willits go through this routine every few days, tranquilizing the bear, then hauling her inside to treat her wounds and change her bandages. Just moving her is getting tougher. In 5 weeks, Cinder has gone from 30 pounds to 70. She's eating well, despite the pain in her paws.
But they look a lot better than they did. It's just, you can only heal so fast.
In addition to the third-degree burns on all 4 paws, Cinder had burns on her arms, legs, chest, and muzzle, and singed ears.
The tip probably was this big to start with.
Dr. Willits is careful not to make promises about Cinder's recovery.
So as painful as this looks, she's doing a lot better?
We're definitely healing, yeah. It's just taking time.
But he's the only veterinarian in the country who can say he's done this successfully before. In 2008, he and the Milhams rehabilitated a cub nicknamed Little Smokey, who suffered burns in a California wildfire. He returned to the wild less than a year later. The hope is Cinder will do the same.
Cinder would much rather be out in the wild than be here in our cage.
Even though she's burned, she'd give anything to go back home, and she will.
But what would happen if we let her go now? You know, she probably wouldn't live.
Not yet.
So a little bit longer.
Lake Tahoe Wildlife Care has successfully raised and released 69 bears into the California wilderness. Right now, 10 more orphaned cubs are growing up here. Human interaction is minimized to keep them from getting too comfortable with people, but the cubs stay together for socialization. Because Cinder is older and injured, she has her own pen. When she wakes up there from her wound care, she's treated to her favorite meal, piles of juicy grapes. She gets apples, too, a taste of home, and food she'll hopefully find on her own again in orchards next spring.
If you raise them right and do a good job, they don't need you anymore. And this is it. But no, it's very self-satisfying when we finally get to the point when we're going to kiss her goodbye.
Unlike the other cubs, when it's time to kiss Cinder goodbye, it will involve a flight out of California. The goal is to set her free back in the Methow Valley. Molly Shen, Come4 News.
There are many volunteers caring for Cinder, but feeding her and treating her wounds, it's all expensive. If you would like to help by making a donation to the Lake Tahoe Wildlife Care Center, you'll find a link with this story. Just go to our website.